suck just a little bit less.
Cushy.
Zolak and Bertrand, 98.5, the Sports Hub.
Scal, Eddie, your thoughts on the Celtics and just not being able to kind of get over the hump there?
I ain't going to let you get it all the way out. Disgusted. I'm disgusted by the fact that we had a stranglehold on this series and we weren't able to close it out. We gave them life, and this is 3 games that they won on our home court.
Yeah.
And I'm disgusted behind that because at the end of the day, you're supposed to come here. Playing in the Garden is different from playing anywhere else. I don't care what the Philly fans say. I don't care what the Knicks fans say. Yeah, they're still in the playoffs. They're going to play each other, right? It's different playing in the Garden. And to lose 3 games here at home is disgusting, and to me, is unacceptable.
Eddie House, NBC Sports Boston, saying losing at home makes this far worse. Losing on your home court. The idea of the Garden being a very difficult place to play in the month of May kind of goes out the window. 76er didn't exactly think it was that hard to play there. The Celtics didn't make it tough on them.
They were making signals to the crowd, and Beav saying, "Shh, sit down. We got this."
They weren't impacted by it.
No.
They Celtics did not take advantage of it.
The fans are there. They will be electric when you're electric. I'm not just going to cheer and go nuts just because you're there. You give them reason to do it. Get on the run. They'll get on their ass. They'll get on their feet. There's no crowd better when you're rolling, man. That's a front-runner crowd. They love it when you're rolling. The biggest takeaway from this entire series, lack of intensity, lack of energy. Everybody. At some point, it wears Brown and Tatum down. Pritchard got worn down. You're asking Pritchard to do more. When Derek White isn't good, Pritchard's got to do more. There's a reason Joe went with that lineup he went with. There's some people he actually doesn't believe in.
That lineup sucked. That starting lineup was stupid.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there.
I have no idea what that was all about.
Does that signal something to the team?
If it was a signal, the message wasn't received.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, you're going to do this, and we're going to do this. Do they have a sense of an entitlement to operate with?
Yes.
Roll the ball out and we win?
Yes. Yeah, they kept thinking they would just roll it out and win, which I said Thursday, Friday. I'm like, it's okay for us to do that.
That's a shame.
It's not okay for them to do that. So, yeah, I thought that lineup was crazy. I have no idea why that would be the lineup to start the game. Not that that's your, rotation your whole game, but it didn't have to be that complicated when Tatum went down.
No.
You didn't have to complicate the lineup to that degree. Paulie's in the truck. Paulie.
Hey, what's happening, boys? It's just a tough time. It's a bad time all around to be about in this area, and it's everything. It's sports now.
No.
It's politics. It's prices.
We don't talk politics here. We'll talk prices
not
here.
A good place. This is one of the worst place. This is one of the worst places in the nation to be right now. More in terms of morale.
You turn that frown upside down, Paulie, because our golf tournament's coming up here. Come hang out with me for 4 hours.
Yeah, maybe I can get on my soapbox and give a good speech in the direction this state and this country needs to.
Oh my God,
I agree. Put the American flag behind it.
I thought there was going to be something about the Celtics in there. Ralph is in Cranston. Hi, Ralph.
Hey, guys, it's like the song says, New England Patriots, we turn our lonely eyes to you. That's about all we got left right now. Look, the 6th game, they were playing horse. I like Jason Tatum's talent, not particularly his game. They play like buffoons. What I will remember this series for is Joel Embiid standing out the top of the key without 10 feet anyone near him. That whole game plan should have been, look, let's not let him beat us. Let's run like all the old Celtics centers. Run this guy. This guy's not in good shape. Let's be extremely physical with this guy. And we're going to deny him the ball a little bit. They just came out and let Embiid beat them. 34 points, 12 rebounds. That is embarrassing to let that guy do that in the 7th game. Philadelphia's got a good team. They played much better basketball. They deserve to win, but they're not a great team. The Celtics looked horrible in this series. They've got to coach it better. I got to tell you guys, if you're just going to throw them out there and throw threes, have AI be their coach because they looked embarrassing. I'm sorry. They embarrassed this franchise.
Allen Iverson?
No, I get what he's saying. And he's saying, was there enough coaching? It's not just about bad coaching, as some people. He's saying, if there's not going to be the adjustment or the rallying or the timeouts or plays out of time or all these things he's talking about, if you're not going to get those things, the most critical games of the year, well, then have the computer do the coaching. If it's just about solving the math problem, he's saying, what's the point? Yep. You don't even need a coach. So I understand his point. I get it. Do you think that if Joe Mazzulla keeps his job, which I still fully expect he will, that he should consider himself lucky for keeping that job?
Yes.
Same.
You tell me how many other NBA teams are keeping a coach that's flamed out in 3 out of the 4 years with the roster he's had?
Zero. I don't know of anybody else you could point to that will, you could say, kept their job after going through what they've just gone through 3 of the last 4 years. And I understand that the other year is a title. It's happened. Guys who won championships have been fired in a short amount of time following, within a few years of winning it, have been let go. And I'm telling you, he should. And I think it speaks to like this desire within the Celtics to be a very super stable organization that doesn't make quick decisions and loves, organizationally what they got going with Brad Stevens on down. And I think he should, because I think most coaches don't survive this. Really, I don't know of any other coach that you can't find one, I don't think. But I would also tell you that if they choose to go that route, I'm not sure a lot changes. I'm just not sure of that.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, blow it up. Go completely different direction. Don't keep the ball rolling with your same system, your same beliefs, and just elevate within. You got GM of the year, you got the coach of the year. Are you going to fire him? And we're just going to keep rolling with what we do?
No, I think their problems go deeper than their coach, is my point, because problems in the NBA are about players.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's about players.
Style of play, though, does matter in this. Like, shouldn't the Celtics, Brad Stevens, Joe Mazzulla, both super smart basketball guys. Don't you look at it and reevaluate how you're playing in the postseason based on the failures? Like, again, we're not talking about like a one-off, hey, you know what, shots didn't fall and we got popped.
Did they do it from a year ago? It doesn't feel like they did.
I would just think that this would be like, hey, man, the championship run is the outlier in this situation. Us losing to lesser teams because of the style of play, which is a huge part of this, is why we're losing. So why are we continuing to do this?
I hope that they are not pointing to Jason Tatum as the reason why. He was hurt with the ankle against Miami in a Game 7. He was hurt at the end of the Knicks series, even though that series to me was already blown. And he was hurt again in Game 7 and missed the end of this. All 3 of the years with the collapses, he was either out with injury or was hampered in a big way.
I'm with you, though. Man, you are overlooking some big-time flaws if that's what you're leaning on.
And if that's what they're leaning on, they are cooked. That is a bad, bad way of looking at it.
See that photo behind you? 1 through 4. Rank them. 1 being the best, 4 being the least.
I mean, I thought Maxey was the best player in this series.
He's great.
I'd go Maxey, Brown. You gotta go with the big guy. You got to go with him and then Tatum 4th.
Ridiculous.
Dude, he came off the mat and saved their series. He's either 3rd or 2.
JB has, again, a Game 7. It's all his to prove he's the man, to win it all, win the series, meaning, and be the guy. And it's gifted to him against Philly. It's gifted to him at home, Game 7 against Philly, and he can't do it.
He was better.
You're going to tell me Tatum's the worst player in the series out of those 4. Please.
Jalen was better being the guy than being asked to be the guy again. He wasn't the guy when Tatum came back.
Right, okay. You're saying you transitioned out of it
I think so.
And then
Isn't
had
there
to
a
jump
little
back
bit
in.
of-
He had to
isn't there a
go.
little bit?
He had to go into the phone booth.
Yeah.
Chris in Hartford. Chris.
Well.
Yeah, Beto, I can't believe that these guys are talking about this. And you know what? I listened this morning to see what Hardy was going to say, and all he did was bash Tatum and how Tatum really wasn't hurt. Anyone, as soon as that happened, you shut him down. That is the responsible thing to do. But let me get to Jaylen Brown, who thinks he's the MVP of the league. Why don't you go watch the game, Zolak? The beginning of the game is supposed to be set by him, served on a silver platter. This guy had no energy. His head was spinning around. On team defense, I encourage you.
Yeah, I said that 5 minutes ago.
After he was down 13, it was White and Pritchard that brought him back. This guy was sitting on the bench at the Garden, looking at the parquet floor, holding a basketball. Then when he came back in the game after they went up by 1 on the Pritchard 3, at the 6:24 mark, he blew a pick-and-roll opportunity, and Grimes dunked on him because he didn't pick up Pritchard's guy. And then the next possession, at the 5:16 mark, him and Keita, Embiid went to the hole. This guy's head up was so far up his ass. Enough with this. This guy, Brown, he's done. Get him out of Boston. Have a great day, fellas.
He had a great year, though. His favorite year ever of playing for the Celtics. His favorite season yet.
We're going to get something from him.
Who's that?
Brown. Here at the end. Like, what do you want to do? You want to keep this thing rolling or you want out? Think about it. Like, okay, Eastern Conference MVP. Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Finals MVP. Won a championship here. Had his most fun year ever. Best year ever personally. And now Tatum's back. And if Tatum's back, you're going back to being the guy you got to be. It's time to go. Time to go. Why do you think he gets on the stream day after the game and say, that's the best year I had? Most fun I've had. He's putting signs out. Help him then. Facilitate it. Make your team better. It ain't better right now. But both of them. I mean, I didn't think we'd be here. I thought it'd be like another year and a half when all this Giannis stuff started talking about and then all that. We're never going to split the Jays up. It is, what, May 3rd? 4th? May 4th. Is it May 4th?
May 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
There you go.
We missed that. Oh, my God. We're at May 4th talking about splitting them up. It's here.
Because something like that happening, an epic historic collapse, is what gets you there.
That ignites it, yes.
That's sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not unreasonable that's the...
Right. Blood, sweat, and tears, lose game 7, bust your ass, no problem. Keep it rolling. To that team, at home, you're up 3-1. Night, this thing's
Nothing's ever comfortable with these two guys being together. It's just like, even when they won.
Yes.
Even when they won, it's just,
which trophy should I hold?
Who's holding the trophy?
I want the MVP
How much
trophy.
time are they getting with the trophy?
Did
Who's
you
the
notice
first
that?
one to pose with the photo? It's just like, man, this happening again, this should be the thing that drives them to make
You should have known, too, when Jason came
That's
back.
it. It's over.
When
over.
Jason came back and they had to talk about how they had this meeting together, him and him. What do we want? What do you want? You're 7 years into this thing. What do you mean, what do you want? You should know like the back of your hand what I want. Inside and out. We don't even need to talk. Oh, we need to talk. Get our stuff out there, man. We're just going to put it all out there. You say what you got to say. I got to say what I got to say. Like, are you really doing that? Yeah, you did that. And everybody else falls in line. How do you think the team, when they showed up yesterday, heard Jason Tatum's not playing? That could be part of the malaise. Well, wow, we left the building yesterday. Coach said he's playing. We get to the building today. Now all of a sudden he's not playing.
Hey, Adam Schefter's doubling down on a take on A.J. Brown. About what he thinks happens come June. I'll tell you about it. Coming up next. We'll continue with Celtics calls as well this hour. Stick around.
While you're working, so are they. if you can call sitting around talking about sports work.
Okay, so what are we talking about here?
Zolak and Bertrand, the Sports Hub.
I want to say thank y'all for bringing your kids. I had an amazing time. It was fun. We played hard. We competed. And I love you all. I don't care what you hear out there. I love you all. You understand? It's love. All right, we're going to bring it. Eagles on 3. 1, 2, 3. 617-779-0985. Adam Schefter doubling down on a take on A.J. Brown and what he thinks happens come June. He thinks A.J. Brown is headed to the New England Patriots for a 2028 first-round pick. So just did his microphone was off, but he did a... Is that too much to give up for A.J. Brown?
No, not at all. A.J. Brown is worth a first-round pick. He is a supreme talent in the league. I think he has 2 really, really, really good years left, maybe 3. And I think right now, you got a lot of pressure on you. You got to win. Your schedule's tougher. He will help you. He will help your quarterback in year 3. I think the development of the quarterback from Josh McDaniels having him a year ago to get him to be the backup MVP, to get him to a Super Bowl, to now have an offseason to know, like, this is his offense. Now we can start working it in. Like, this is going to be his. You just can't start with Dobbs as a 1. You need AJ as a 1. You got Dobbs. Oh, then you start working it in, blending it. The excitement of it. Yes.
Man, you better hope he's good.
He will be good. What is he on off here?
It's a big price. Not against it, but it's a hefty, high price if they get him at that. And the Eagles will have won the deal. The Eagles will have won the trade. And I start wondering, this is what I start wondering when you start throwing around first-round picks. Well, if you're going to start throwing around a first-round pick, don't you want to start thinking about shooting higher? Don't you want to start calling around the league saying, hey, our first-round picks are on the table? Are any of the very best receivers in the sport available?
Sure.
Pickens.
What's that?
George Pickens.
I'd rather have A.J. Brown.
I'd rather have A.J. Brown.
Pickens is a problem.
Pickens is an issue. Yeah, head case. Not dealing with that.
Signed his tag, too.
No thanks. Get lost. Nope. No, I start thinking about Minnesota ever going to consider moving Jefferson? What kind of receiver does 2 first-rounders get you?
Right.
I mean, if you're going down this path of you're breaking that seal, you're smashing the glass in case of emergency here and making first-round picks available, well, all right, you're going there, huh? I mean, I applaud you for that.
See,
but
does he
what's one more? Is my point.
Does he have the Larry Fitzgerald in him, meaning I'm going to stick with one team my entire career, or does he get to a point where I've had enough, I need a quarterback, it's run its course here, I love you, you love me, let's break?
If you trade a 2028 first-round pick, now you're trading a first-round pick for a 30-year-old receiver.
Right. The receiver is 30 when that pick is
regardless of what he does next year.
Correct.
I don't like that.
I do like it because they're doing it for the right reasons. They're kicking it down the road.
They want to win.
They get to make their pick sooner, and they get it in what's supposed to be a decent draft.
I like it because they're taking a shot and they want to win. Not just roll with what we have. Yeah, Josh will figure it out. Yeah. Woo! June 2nd. Take it off, kids.
Yeah, you told them to take it off. Why are they taking it off? What are they going to do?
McDonald's should do
just to celebrate it.
Free Happy Meal.
What do you do with the day off from school?
A.J. Brown Chicken Nugget Day, like for the kids.
Okay.
Free Chicken Nugget Happy Meal. Maybe free cheeseburger Happy Meal, whatever one you want. Most kids like chicken nuggets. What do you think the percentage is on a kid for a chicken nugget or a burger? I'm going to go 70-30 chicken nugget.
For what kids would choose?
Of the Happy Meal. See, we're getting you ready for this or that at some point when it comes. Just break that one.
Break the chair? You did. You just broke the damn chair. Of these. You just don't keep.
Well, I mean, it's already broken.
Well, yeah, but it's got some functionality left until you just totally smashed it.
But it's still sitting it.
What are you working on over there? What do you got? Frosty?
I don't know what this thing is. It was there for like 8 months.
I was eating an ice cream from 8 months ago.
Yeah, it's not very good. I'll tell you what.
Kevin had one of those last week and got very sick.
You said it.
What did I say?
That store over here across the way, they got it all.
The convenience store?
Little convenience store. You walk in, you could have the little, the ice, they scoop the ices for you there. You go over here, they got avocados, they got melons, they got coffee over here, they got quinoa. Frozen in the back, they got beer, they got wine. Sandwiches, chips, dips.
I've only been in there one time.
You need
I've been working here
Clorox.
for years.
They got Clorox in there.
I walked in to get a newspaper, and I said, wow, this store's got a lot of
It's
stuff.
like,
Wow, this is convenient.
it's not a convenience store. It's something else.
It's
not like, hey, come to the convenience.
It's very dense.
Yeah.
The product selection is dense. Let me tell you that.
I
A
walked
lot
around-
of product there.
Yeah, I walked around there.
A
For
lot
10
of
minutes.
options.
Yeah.
And it's much bigger than you would expect.
It is.
Yeah.
Is it pricey?
Dinty Moore beef stew?
I don't know if it's pricey. I don't know. I didn't shop around enough.
Man, it ain't cheap.
But they've got it all.
The Cadillac is still Kiki's back in the Brighton days. Did you guys ever go to that one in Oak Square?
What?
Kiki's? Oh, man.
Kiki's where?
There in Oak Square.
Sandwich. Everything. They had everything, man. Full blown. Like full blown. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So
Remember they had the little Christmas or Easter bits. Remember when Easter was out? They had them there.
they had everything.
Yep.
That's the Cadillac.
They took care of Greek. They took care of.
They got it all, man. Sandwiches,
Asian,
wraps,
you did
breakfast.
everything.
Yes.
Kiki's was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Absolutely. They did breakfast sandwiches.
Breakfast sandwiches, yeah.
They made them right there to order.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, Cody, you pulled that one out.
What was the place we used to go to there, Zoe?
Big Daddy's.
I know.
Oh, Big Daddy's with the fried dough
What
bites.
was the guy
oh,
up
man.
the street? He had kind of like a buffet style. Oh, nice guy too.
Jim's Deli?
Jim's
Jim's
Deli.
Deli's
That's
awesome.
what I'm saying. That's what I meant, Jim's Deli.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jim's a big wrestling fan. Hey, you come on in. You go in. You get at 8 o'clock. He's already got the mashed potatoes.
Dude, his meatloaf was out of this world.
The meatloaf.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, what I got? I made something nice for you. Look at this. I took the turkey and I sliced it and I stuffed it with the stuffing.
Still there.
It's still there.
Just checked it out.
You get
Still
a tray,
there.
You get a tray.
Not
go
surprised.
right
Yeah, the
down
cafeteria style. Yep.
You know what I liked about Jim? Your money's no good here.
I didn't get that treatment.
I did. It was pretty nice.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Money's no good here.
Yeah.
You talk wrestling with him? Oh. Yeah. Jimmy Superfly Snuka. I was one of his favorites.
Wouldn't let us pay. He tried too.
Yeah.
Who's the little young guy at the end, too? No. Here, you get us drinks and everything. Loan us up. I didn't want to leave. I was
Jim's
come back
great.
for dinner. It was just really hard to get the meatloaf at 8 a.m. But it was ready. I'm like, Jim, what time do you get in? He goes, 5. 5. To cook for us.
Here goes the arm on the chair again.
Yeah.
All right, another football point. Testimony is underway in the Stephon Diggs trial. Jury selection was earlier this morning.
He'll be all right.
They are now doing court. That's what they are doing.
Yeah.
Having a trial. Having a day. I think he's going to do okay in that.
He'll be fine.
I think he is. We'll see how it goes.
I'm not rooting one way or another.
No, I'm not. I'm just giving. I'm giving you a take, a legal prediction. Legal prediction.
Lawyers.
I think he's going to be what do you got there, McCone? You got
The chef saying that the relationship between the two was complicated. At one point, it became sexual.
Oh, well then.
So we've got...
Now we got...
Oh, jeez. I mean, least surprising thing to come out.
Latest
of
update is that
trial.
we're on a lunch break right now.
Well, I'll tell you what.
While you're cooking?
Stephon Diggs
While
is a
you're cooking?
sexual being is what
That
he is.
sounds like it.
They're lunch
don't
break
know.
now?
Yeah, lunch break right now.
Is she cooking?
Jim's.
Where
yeah,
is this
tip the
taking place?
Jim's. Dedham, I think.
Dedham District Court.
Yeah.
Dedham?
Mary Scarpuccio.
I don't know who his lawyer is in this. I'm not sure.
It's not her. 2 guys.
Oh, okay.
Saw him.
Here are the headlines with Tim McCone.
Zolak and Bertrand
Zolak and who?
on the Sports Hub.
617-779-0985, the phone number for you. Diamond is in Randolph today
You're my
on the
diamond
Celtics.
girl.
What do you got?
Hey.
I'm talking about the Celtics Game 7.
Yeah.
And I think Missoula's job should be done here. And also, Anthony Simon trade that they did for Vucevic kicked them in the ass on Game 7. If he was there, Celtics would have won this game. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. If your best player played better, you would have won the game. The best player on the court. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Best player on the court plays better, you win the game. Or if Tatum isn't hurt, you probably win the game.
So one trade,
so what the hell are we,
Brad Stevens hasn't won.
I mean, like, we're talking about Simons was the key that they didn't have. Yeah. He would have been the one to unlock the Game 7 victory. Stop. I'm not doing that. I don't remember getting a lot of calls complaining about that trade when it happened. Do you? Did anyone complain about that one? Okay.
No.
All right. I don't think it really registered as being all that important. Tony's in Marlboro. Hey, Tony.
Hey guys, here's what I want to know. We had this. I had the same phone call at the end of the year last year. What did Missoula learn? What did he do to change up his style? What did he do? Did Missoula do one good thing to help the team, or call a timeout, or work the ball around? No. There wasn't a single pass in this entire series. Not one. Nobody. There wasn't a single pass.
No passing.
No pass.
There wasn't a single pass. What did Joe Mazzulla do Game 7?
Shoot. If you're open, shoot.
Started Ron Harper Jr.
Yeah, that feels like he had a terrible Game 7. That's what that feels like.
It wasn't Ron Harper. It's Ron Harper Jr.
Who has no business being in a starting lineup ever. No business being in a starting lineup of a Game 7 for the Boston Celtics at TD Garden.
Was there a murmur in a lower bowl?
I honestly saw that and I was like, is this because we mocked him the other day? Like, are we getting trolled? Did Missoula just troll us?
He may have. He may have trolled Boston.
Because we know that when you put Ron Harper Jr. in, you're waving the white flag like you did with 10 minutes to go in Game 6. As I said, you see him on the floor, you know the game is over one way or the other, good or bad. And then he puts him in the starting lineup. Like, what the hell is that? What is this?
Well, I mean, that would speak to an overconfidence that clearly this team had when it comes to this series to begin with anyways, though, because I don't think they took Philadelphia seriously enough until it was too late.
If you had to get a name, like Diamond just had, it had to be of a cut stone or a ruby or a gem, what would you name yourself? I got mine.
What is it?
Sapphire. You can call me Sapphire. What would yours
That'd be your that's your stage name right there?
Sapphire. Not a stage name. You had to get me on stage with 3 cucumbers. I'm Sapphire.
I'm going to go Onyx.
Yeah! Shut him down. X going to give it to you. Milton, what would you name yourself?
Aquamarine.
Just throw things out until you leave. Aquamarine. That was a movie about a mermaid.
There you go.
What'd you name yourself, McComb? Come on.
I got to step by Emerald.
That's good. Huh? That works.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that.
Onyx,
Cubic zirconia.
Cubic zirconia. Yeah. Sapphire.
Sapphire's good, though. I'm not going to lie to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How about that? Diamonds.
So's having a day. Billy's in Chicopee. What's up, Billy?
Hey, guys. Good to hear from you.
Hey, guys.
Here's the thing. Missoula and the whole thing about this is, they had a great season and they were really, like kind of under the radar. This was the past year, right? And I bought into this season like I haven't in a long time. And Missoula, for that reason, for the reason that the team played as well as they did, he was considered for Coach of the Year. But he, when they asked him about it, he says, "Oh, that's a stupid award. I hate it, and it's dumb, and I hope I don't get it." He's a petulant child. That's why he started the Celtics.
We've asked him about it a million times. That's not what he said. They're just making up what he said. That's not what he said at all about it. He said it would be a reflection of all the guys that are on his staff. But that it's not ultimately what he's concerned with. He said all the right things about that. He talked about it with us a bunch of times as I mocked him and told him, don't win that thing. You don't want to win that award. It's bad news.
Turns out you were right.
And it turns out I was right on the money on that.
Heater.
You don't want that. We don't know if we want it yet either.
No, we don't.
So we'll find out soon enough. You do not want that thing.
Ew.
That award is bad news. And it might end up following that thing of bad news. Peter's in Shrewsbury. Peter.
Yeah, let me tell you, this three-point basketball is driving the Celtics crazy. It's option 1, option 2, option 3. They have no motion offense. Okay, when the intensity of the playoffs come up, all right, they don't have plan B, and that's the problem. That's the Celtics' problem ultimately.
Right. When your first thing doesn't work, what's the next step? And they have consistently not had that answer for what the next thing is. When the shots are not landing, now what? How did you phrase it earlier, McComb? When your first punch doesn't land?
Yeah,
what do you resort to?
Yeah. And they don't have it. And
they're stubborn.
In a best of 7 series, man, if you don't shoot well in a couple of games, you're in a lot of trouble.
You don't have the room for error in a playoff series the way you do over the course of an 82 regular season schedule. You have room for error over 82.
Yeah.
You can drop games over 82 and it's no big deal. You drop a game or two that you should not be dropping in a 7-game series. Well, now you're in a different series. And this time they did it against what we believe is a team that's not as good as them. They're not. And game 2 is that game that you look back on and say, if you don't blow game 2, your series is over in 4.
And all this Embiid stuff that we're talking about, him changing the series, never happens. You're not in that situation.
But I think their inability to have that second thing has now hurt them so many times that it's either going to be a mandate that they do have the ability to adjust and play a different way, or you've got to make significant changes to the group and the staff and all of it. Something's got to happen. You think we'll hear from Brad Stevens soon? Is there a date yet? Do we have a end of season wrap up thing yet?
It's a good question. I haven't seen one yet, but usually we do.
No, we get one after the season typically. Yeah, as you should. There should be that availability. What?
Nothing.
Don't you want to hear from him?
Yeah.
Having trouble with that login, Sapphire? What's going on over there?
Well, easy there, Emerald.
Now we know what his password is.
I can't stop thinking.
Can never figure out how to spell Sapphire. Is that 2 P's? What?
That song, Diamond Girl.
It's not an F,
You're
right?
my Diamond Girl. How do I get out there?
You logging in for today's takeaways? What are we doing here, by the way?
You guys have to handle it, by the way. I'm ducking out for the takeaways today. Got to get to an appointment.
You've had enough?
No, I actually got to get to an appointment. I'm going to get tooth fixed. Yeah. Got to get that taken care of. You all right?
Control Alt Delete.
What are you
just trying to sign out?
Oh. Okay. I was like, I really had no. I was like, are you okay?
Sign out. I'll sign out.
Why would that possibly be acting up after you dropped 6 gallons of water on it last week?
You know what? I'll leave it for the takeaway too.
Today's takeaways are next.
Here, you read it.
Zolak and Bertrand.
Zolak and who?
On the Sports Hub.
Time for today's takeaways brought to you by our friends at Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Reach your health and weight goals. You can do it with Reclaim by Awaken 180. It's a 10-week medication-free plan with real weekly results and a finish line. Awaken180weightloss.com. What you got there, T-Boner?
What's today's date?
May the 4th be with you.
What are we going to play? What do you think we're going to play?
Ewok.
Exactly.
Star Wars.
That's pretty good.
Let's go.
This day in 2015, Zoe's impressions of Star Wars took us all by surprise.
I can't wait for May 4th. May 4th is May the 4th be with you.
Are you going to go?
I'm thinking about it. They're giving you baseball Death Stars, and your favorite Star Wars characters are going to be walking around throughout the park. We're going for the Star Wars.
People will buy tickets to go see Chewbacca.
Yes.
I mean, that's an industry in and of itself.
That's really impressive.
Good. That is awesome.
I like when the little. Now, you know what I'll freak out too? My kid wants to.
That was great.
My kid loves Chewbacca and like C-3PO. Where I'll freak out is if they had the Ewoks out there. I'd put them up on the Green Monster. See?
Sure. Ewoks on the Green Monster.
They had that.
Wait, how did they sound?
Those little Ewoks, those little bastards running. They were cute. Red Sox, you want to keep people in the seats this May? Put 9 Ewoks in the outfield. You want to talk about a party? Let them little son of bitches chase the ball around. Put the guy, the Tin Man, up there. Let him take a swat. C-3PO. Have R2-D2 behind the plate. Call balls and strikes. What do you think? Would you go?
That's not a bad idea, Sapphire. That's pretty good.
It's going to get to the point, probably about June 20th, where you're going to rather go to a Woo Sox game than a Red Sox game.
I think it's already here.
They're going to
save a lot. Although I don't know how much money you're going to save because those ticket prices at Fenway, man.
Franklin Arias is about to be up there. He's going to be a top 20 prospect in the sport. Anthony Ianson just got promoted to Double-A. He'll probably be in Worcester
better traffic,
in 2 months.
better parking, better food, better visuals.
All of it.
Sit in the Adirondacks out in left field, watch a train go by.
Yeah, get a tan. Awesome. All of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Charles did a great job there.
He did.
Yeah. Looks like Jim Murray's all fired up. He's ready to talk some sports. Think about that. And I know Jim used to do the. You don't do the baseball hour anymore, do you? No. Oh, what a year for you to tap out. Kudos, my friend. Kudos.
Not a year. Shout out Brad Blank, baby.
Oh, my God. Good job, Brad.
Yeah.
Brad getting it done.
Less work, more money. Less work, more money. Poor Mass. Oh, God.
What a run for Boston sports, man.
Well, A.J. Brown Day's coming, baby. Then we got OTA.
Yeah, only another month before that gets finalized.
Pats. Let's
so that's
go,
great.
Pats. We'll be on Pats in about 2 weeks. See you tomorrow, come on. Come on.
Later, Sapphire. Felger and Maz next.
What do you make your girlfriend do? Come on.